expectations from the Women's Bank. We called the press statement with the background that people are excited and things are happening in the different wards, districts and provinces of Zimbabwe. There's also information that has been filtering through where we understand that people have got questions, but more worrying was also a report that we got, not yet substantiated, but we felt that any issues to do with women, and because they are a key stakeholder to the bank, it's important that we have the issues addressed. We understand that there are people who have been going around purportedly representing the Women's Bank. We are not so sure the police and the ministry, they are helping us to substantiate the facts. Needless to say, when you hear just a rumor, it's important that you address so that there is no woman, there is no family that is taken advantage of in any way. We understand there are people who have been moving around with a vehicle somewhere in Dema, in Chitungwisa. We don't know whether it's nationwide, but we just wanted to continue to dialogue and talk to the women of Zimbabwe that this is how the Women's Bank operates, that these people have been coming through and asking women to open accounts, and if you open with a $5 deposit, they promise to give you $100 in your accounts. If this has been going through and anyone has heard about this, please know that it's not a fact from the bank. So we're going to put the facts on the table in terms of how the Women's Bank operates, which we've already shared with the general public. But we are so concerned about women. We are so concerned about families. This bank is not just for women, it's also for families. A woman is their wife and a mother to the son, and so it's the whole of Zimbabwe. We'll just share a bit of some of the questions that are frequently asked. So as we answer them, we hope we can also demystify the questions around the challenges that people may be encountering. One can ask, where do I get forms? How do I open an account with the Women's Bank? We are thankful the branch, we have one branch currently, which is number 56 Samora Machel Avenue. But we also have a relationship with the Ministry of Women Affairs. The ministry is not an agent of the bank. They are a partner of the bank. If you realize at the launch, the role that the ministry played, the ministry has been working with women groups. They've been supporting women to get skills in business incubation, training, how to run a business. But the missing link has been access to finance. So the ministry, just like they've been doing with other banks, they now support women to get access to be able to open an account. So the Ministry of Women Affairs officials in the districts at the ward levels have been trained to facilitate and help women how to open an account with the Women's Bank. So they will explain to the woman in terms of what the woman needs to do. So when the woman fills in a form, at that particular point, the woman does not give any officer their money, whether it's cash or eco cash or telecash. What they do is the forms, when they fill them, they are given back to the bank, they are couriered back to the bank. When the bank has done the necessary vetting, the assessment that is required, and a message will be sent to your phone number, which gives you indications that this is your account number. Only at that particular point is a person expected to deposit into their account. That's how you activate your account, by paying $5 through the mobile network operators who are the partners for the bank, which are One Wallet, Eco Cash, and also Telecash. They have got biller codes that if you gave your number as a telecash number. That's the biller code that you'll get. You'll get a biller code either in Econet biller code, Net1 biller code, or Telecell biller code. That's what comes to your phone. Only at that point can you activate your account by paying your $5 minimum. You can pay beyond $5. You can give $100. You can into your account. Now it's your account. At no point should you give your cash to our facilitators who are on the ground in the form of the Ministry of Women Affairs. They will have also told you this. But at the same time, we also have agents that are from the bank who are promoting alongside the ministry, promoting account opening. The same position holds. You don't give the agent any cash. What you then do is you get details on how to fill your form. When you fill in your form, you wait for your message on your phone. We are making it easier for women to transact. Not all people are supposed to come through to the banking hall in Harare. You can fill your forms wherever you are in the districts, and it's made easier because we assume each person can have access to a wallet of some sort, whether it's one wallet, EcoCash, or Telecash. One then asks a question, how do I open an account? These are the requirements for a personal account. You need your ID. You also need proof of residence. By proof of residence, people need to know that you may have a specific place where you reside, where you have got a utility bill. But if you don't have a utility bill, you can have someone authenticating or confirming that they know you. It can be your village head, it can be your councillor, it can be someone who knows you, your employer, or someone in the community who is recognized, your pastor, to confirm that you reside in Mtorashanga, so's village. That suffices as proof of residence. You need your ID, and then you also need your passport photos size, 2 passport size photos. Those are the conditions for you to open your account. From there, the information is entered, then you get your message. The products that the Women's Bank offers, I'll just go through some of those because it's a frequently asked question. Women are excited. This bank is there to respond to the issues of exclusion that women have been facing. You enter into a bank and what they offer you is what they have on the table. Take it or leave it. The bank has ears. It is open. But at this particular point, from everything that we have heard, we have these particular products, but we are not limited to these. If you've got a specific need that you need covered, please talk to your bank officials. You can get access, you can open an account. To have a relationship with the bank, you need to open an account, which is exactly what I've just described. But from there, the other services that you can get access to personal loans, which are salary-based. You may not need to have it paid through SSB. You can work with our loan officers, you can work with our bank officials. They will help you to apply for the loan, and on that basis you can have a loan which is linked to your salary, which is a personal loan. You can also access what we call micro enterprise loans. These are women who are selling small things. You may be manufacturing, you may be sewing, you may be a hairdresser. Whatever you are doing to make money, you can borrow to augment your business. But we also have what we call loans for micro farmers. You may be farming rabbits, you may be growing vegetables, you want support in that particular area. This is your bank. You may be group members who have come together and you want to co-guarantee each other. They are what we call group loans that you can also access. There are also business loans, small to medium enterprise loans. You have got a business that is registered and you need support. You can come through, you can get a loan specific for that business. The requirements for that would then require the company documents, which are your CR14, your certificate of registration, the details of the directors. When you walk through, they'll then give you details of what you then require. You can also access micro leasing loans. You may be there and what you want is just a pillar or a grinder or a sewing machine. It's an asset. That asset that it's micro leasing. You borrow money to purchase an item and that item becomes your collateral, and that makes it easier for a woman to continue to do whatever they are doing. There are other services and benefits of being a part of the Women's Bank. We are excited about the medical aid insurance. It's a product that is in the making, but we are excited to talk about it because these are some of the benefits of being part of the Women's Bank. You may be there, you've always known that when the day of sickness comes, your mother in the rural areas, your siblings, they've got children, but they are not employed, formally employed. Medical aid insurance is very expensive for you. If you are a part of the Women's Bank, there are negotiations that have been done specifically for the woman and for the family. For as little as even $1 per person for a family of 6, which means it becomes about $6 per family, you can be covered, and you can utilize the close range for medical facilities that are there, your mission hospitals, your government hospitals, the clinics that are there, prepaid for $6, for $4, for $5 for a parent, for employers. You may have your maids, you may have your gardeners, and whenever they get sick, it falls on your shoulders. Women's Bank, there are so many other products that will be coming along. So be a member of the Women's Bank. Open your account. The other question that is asked, is it for men only, for women only? Can I come through? Men, you can come through. Others have already opened their accounts, so you can walk through. It's just a deliberate focus on the woman. Other banks have got a desk for a woman, but this is her bank. She comes in with her baby on her back, and we try to make sure that all your needs are met. In terms of collateral, the message that has been going around has been you can just borrow without collateral. The correct position is you can borrow and use the conventional, whatever kind of collateral you have. Peer pressure is a form of collateral. You can use your movable assets. You can co-guarantee each other. You can use whatever you want to borrow to use it as your security. So here at the Women's Bank, the different products have got different interest rates. I will also try to answer the question that has been raised. Others have been saying, why is the Women's Bank that is very expensive? Let me explain just a bit about what microfinance and financial inclusion is. People have been excluded for a very long time. It's an opportunity for them to be able to go into the mainstream financing. These are the people that regular banks would find difficult to trust to give a loan. But evidence is there that women, when you trust them, they can pay you back. But they are found in different far areas. To go there, to drive there, that is a cost. That is why the central bank, in support of the microfinance sector, they've put a cap of interest rates, knowing that some of the rates were wild. 4% per month, it may look like it's very expensive, but those who know when you have been excluded, those who have options, you may think that is very expensive. Thank God for that. But if you don't have access, this is what microfinance can do for you, because it's banking with the poor. Mahomet Yunus, who is one of the gurus in microfinance, says in microfinance, we make money whilst they also make their money. We don't get rich as they get poor, but we support them to be able to support themselves. In microfinance, we're giving you a fishing rod to be able to support your family. This is the only sure way to eradicate poverty. Women's Bank, creating a woman with power. Thank you so much. Those are some of the questions that we just wanted to bring.
For these and other stories, visit our website www.263chat.com. Follow us on Twitter @263chat and like our Facebook page 263chat.